In this video, I'll teach you how you can create a custom knowledge base by crawling an entire website. And then you can take that knowledge base and feed it into ChatGPT, Custom-GPT Builder, or any GPTs in general that you can implement into a website. This is very revolutionizing because any business now with a website can just crawl their website or create a custom knowledge base and create a chatbot. For this case, we're going to also create a virtual assistant that's going to tell us everything about the website, everything about the knowledge base. If any user comes in, they can quickly answer those questions, do those queries, and it will save so much time, money, effort. And I think it's going to open up a whole new paradigm in terms of how you browse websites. Before further ado, let's dive into this tutorial. Okay, so first we have the GPT Crawler. This is a neat tool that turns website content into JSON files. These files are super handy for feeding into AI tools like ChatGPT or customizing your AI application. The website, you can go through the link. I'm going to put this link in the description, and then you can go through each of the steps necessary to start crawling any website. Now, don't worry, you don't need to know any kind of code whatsoever. It's very easy, step by step. I'll show you how you can just plug and play and just make this work for you. Let's do this. Before you start, you need to download two softwares into your computer. One is the node.js. You can pick the version that's suitable for your Windows. For my case, it was a 64-bit. The other software that you would need is Visual Studio Code. This is also a great option. It makes running and managing code a breeze. Go ahead and download the version that's compatible for you. I've set up a project folder. As you can see, it is empty. What I'm going to do now is head over to GitHub and grab the crawler. I'm going to start downloading the file. It's going to be a zip file. I went ahead and extract the file, put it into the folder. And then open up Visual Studio Code, as you can see, and then go back to and then select the folder. So when they'll ask you a few prompts, I just say yes, I trust the authors. It's all going to be me. It's totally fine. Once you're in the folder, you're gonna open up the terminal. All right, cool. So go back to the GitHub space, and then you're going to just copy this code npm i. You can copy it or you can type it. You start typing it, and also make sure that Node.js is installed. I had this issue where I didn't have Node.js, so I couldn't run this code. But if you properly installed it, you should not have any error messages. This should go through successfully. All right, the next step is going to be running the crawler. Well, actually, you need to set up the crawler, the configuration files. So there's two configuration files. There's the tsconfig.json. Don't worry about this file right now. I'm going to talk about this file in a later video where you can make custom configurations, making it really simple. So all you have to do is just copy paste the URL. And I'll show you a quick tip to do the matching for the crawling. All right. One other thing before we dive into this, let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Imtiaz. With over 7 years of experience in AI, data science, and chat automation systems, I witnessed firsthand the transformative power of technology in business. My journey has been filled with learning, innovating, and helping businesses thrive through the integration of cutting-edge tech. To truly leverage AI technology, businesses need custom GPT solutions. Why? Because every business is unique, and a one-size-fits-all approach just doesn't cut it. Custom GPTs allow you to reimagine your business, tailor AI to your specific needs, and stay ahead of the competition. And guess what? I've compiled all this knowledge and more into a free PDF. It's packed with insights on market size, innovative GPT ideas you can implement today, and how to have them built for your business. The link is in the description below. Alright, so I'm gonna be scraping this website, IIE. Again, this is for research purposes. This website is based on publicly available data, and it also encourages people to share the knowledge, create interesting innovations from it. But another thing I want to explain is, before you scrape any website, just understand that the legalities. It's, for the most part, it's legal if it's publicly available data, or it's from a research or institution that releases data to the public. Data.gov, for example, is so. There's a few rule of thumb. The data scraper acts as a good citizen of the web and does not seek to overburden the targeted website. The information copied was publicly available and not behind a password authenticated barrier. The information copied was primarily factual in nature, and the taking did not infringe on the rights, including the copyrights of another. The information was used to create a transformative product and was not used to steal market share. For our case, we're actually creating a transformative product. We could even pitch the company this product after this. All right, let's go ahead with the video. I went ahead and copied the URL. The prefix here is the URL of the website, and anything after that, the star signifies any kind of suffix that it could have. And so if it has this prefix with any suffix at the end, it's just basically going to start crawling all these web pages. So let's go ahead and keep going. All right, so we then run the npm start. This is going to start crawling the website. So it's really important that you check that it works first. So don't go ahead and do 1,000 pages at first. So that's kind of, I had the issue. So I started with the 50, and I saw it works. Then I changed it to 1,000. And then I'm going to go back to the terminal. I'm going to run it again. So it's good to test and run so that you are not taking up resources and you're saving yourself time. So now you can see it's crawling all the pages. Now I went ahead and crawled the pages. It took me about 35 to 40 minutes to crawl the whole website. Well, not entirely the website, but 1,000 pages should give you enough information about the website. Once I've scraped the website, I have this JSON file. So the JSON file is saved here. You can have a different name of the JSON file as you wish. In my case, it was IIE. Now I'm looking at the JSON files, and it's super versatile. It helps with the latency of how the responses are coming back from GPTs. It really helps when you have this in this format. Load them into your custom GPT creations. I use them in OpenAI Playground or upload them to ChatGPT for enhanced conversations. This is very good. To see the contents of the file, the entirety, make sure you scroll to the right as well. We have the JSON file, so now we're gonna go to ChatGPT to start building our custom GPT. All right, so we go to Explore. All right, so now we start creating our GPT. We're gonna configure the file. I've also made another video about how to create your custom GPT, so make sure you check that out. But for the purpose of this, I'm gonna really speed up and just go through the steps, creating the name and description. In my case, I want this agent to provide customer support. So I went ahead and did that, added some custom instructions, provide customer support in a friendly and polite tone, use emoji every now and then. I want it to be a little bit casual. Also, if you're not able to answer a question, you can say, hold on, we're transferring you to a staff member. Then I go ahead and upload the knowledge files here. Cool. Took me like 5 seconds to get it up and running. Save the file, add an avatar as you wish. That's done. Now I'm gonna start testing this chatbot. Let's do it. Hello, how can I assist you with information about the website today? I go back to the website and start seeing what this website is about. It looks like it provides a lot of information about scholarships and programs. Are there any scholarships available for Europe? Now this is real time. I haven't sped anything up. This is so that you can see the latency, how fast it's responding, how quickly it's able to get to the knowledge base, etc. This is actually pretty good, I would say. Now again, if you have a big website or if your business has a lot of specialized knowledge, then it would add to the size of the data. And that's where you would need experts. Make sure you book a 30-minute consultation with us. We'll walk you step by step how you can do this for your business. If you want this all be done for you automatically, we can provide that service as well. So make sure you book that 30-minute consultation call. It's in the link below. Looks like it returned some programs that are available if you want to go to Europe. And then now I'm typing, what are some European countries I can go to with such scholarship? The scholarships available cover a wide range of European countries. Here are some examples. So you have EU countries, Rhodes scholarship destinations, all these programs that are being offered in European countries, and also the European countries in particular. I'm interested, let's say, in Germany. Tell me some more scholarship opportunities for Germany. Now it's going to list out all the programs available if you want to go to Germany. This is cool. This is revolutionary. It's going to change the whole paradigm of how people search websites. Now, what are some scholarships available for Chinese students who want to study in Germany? Now I'm getting a little bit more personalized. As you can see, this would not be possible with your traditional chatbots, because this chatbots understand natural language, so it almost acts like a real human and efficient in doing so. So I personally think this, if you don't have a customer service agent at this moment, for anyone starting out, this is great. I also said, can I talk to your staff? And it understood it, and it just replied accordingly. Let me ask a different question that's outside of the knowledge base, and check this out. It's gonna understand that it's a global knowledge and not a local knowledge. I said, what is the future of Custom-GPT for your website, and how can we work together to make it happen? Customization for specific needs. User-driven content creation. That's good. Search and innovation. You can see, like, this will open up so many doors, so many opportunities. And also, I'm very excited about data and analytics. Think about all these conversations that's going to be stored and can be used to make things more personal. This is exciting. So see how easy it was to create your own knowledge base and then create your chatbot using it. I'm gonna make future videos on how you can now put this chatbot into a website. That is even more exciting. Eventually, I'm gonna teach you how you can sell this to companies or websites or business, etc. Make sure you like and subscribe this video, and then follow for more updates and notification. Now, if you wanna learn more and want more coaching, more customized solutions for your business, make sure you click the link below and schedule a 30-minute Calendly consultation call with us, and see you on the next one.